Hello, my name is Paul McLean. I'm the Chief Investment Officer for Freedom Wealth Advisors. Many professional money managers will approach potential clients by talking about preserving their wealth. This is important and can be accomplished through a diversified portfolio of equities and fixed income. When the market sold off in 2008, many investors lost a substantial portion of their savings. Most of those investors believed that they were well diversified with their two-asset portfolio of stocks and bonds. They didn't realize that they were missing the third asset class of the investment tripod, alternative investments, which includes real estate and privately operated companies. It is agreed that portfolio diversification reduces the risk of your investments. But what most investors do not realize is that going back to the early 1990s, many portfolios with a 60-40 asset mix with stocks and bonds moved the same direction as the S&P 500 nearly 99% of the time. True diversification comes when our asset classes are uncorrelated. This means that return for one asset class is not related to the return of another asset class. The investors and institutions who use a multi-asset approach, such as the Yale Endowment Fund, withstood the market volatility of 2008 and actually grew in value while equity and bond portfolios experienced significant loss in value. Recently, I came across a study on how the wealthy acquired their wealth. It didn't surprise me, and it was proven by looking at Forbes 400 list of America's wealthiest individuals. They did it by investing in themselves and others reaping the capital gains. Jeff Hayden of Inc. magazine determined that 28% of wealthy people got there through wages and interest and dividends, while over 65% of people became wealthy through partnerships, corporations, and capital gains, business and real estate. He concludes that working for a salary, making only safe income investments, and investing in only large companies will not get you there. He also concluded that owning businesses in part or in partnership could not only build a solid foundation, but could generate a large financial gain. Well-known companies such as Apple, Facebook, and GoPro started in a garage, a basement, and a dorm. These are examples of startups that were once small and have now grown into multi-billion-dollar companies. Warren Buffett helped build his Berkshire Hathaway through small and medium-sized privately held companies. Now that we have an understanding on how most of the wealth in the United States is built, we can establish and implement a plan to start creating additional wealth. It quickly becomes clear that selecting the real estate and startup business with the greatest potential is a difficult task. Making a mistake in this process could prove to be quite costly. To simplify this for qualified investors, the FW Opportunity Fund was created. The FW Opportunity Fund will focus on three areas intended to create wealth. The first area is real estate. The second is private equity and debt. And the third area will be focusing on its IPO market. Each of these areas will come with a distinct advantage for the investor. Real estate makes for an excellent alternative investment. REITs, direct ownership, is non-dilutive. It is tangible, durable, and generates income. It also provides some protection against inflation. Private equity not only provides future growth, but also provides economic benefit beyond the investor's portfolio. Many life-changing innovations come from private equity. Management is typically very focused on long-term goals of the private company, without often short-term focus of Wall Street that can influence publicly traded companies. The IPO market is an additional alternative asset that takes advantage of these companies that have become successful enough to bring to the public market. We have developed a disciplined process of valuing private equity, debt, and real estate. We like companies that are in a leadership market position, have a strong management team, solid business fundamentals, and have the potential for growth. By valuing these companies properly, we can find opportunity. By seizing the opportunity, we can create wealth for our investors. I have been managing investments for 25 years. I would love to have an opportunity to visit with you concerning the FW Opportunity Fund. I can be reached by phone at 816-820-7900 or email at pmclean at freedom-wealth.com. You must receive a private placement memorandum and an investment packet before investing in this fund.